Hello, and this is the first episode of What the Fuck Japan. The title, as the title placard says, this is the beefiest thing I've ever eaten, or man, that eyeball doesn't taste fishy at all. Without further ado, let's get into it. Okay then, so let's get down to it. The first time I went to Japan was 7 years ago. I did a semester abroad because I couldn't afford the year abroad because it was too damned expensive. I had an academic scholarship and I couldn't afford the year abroad, so, or to be perfectly frank, my scholarship couldn't afford the year abroad. So instead I did the semester abroad in Japan. While I was there, I ate at a lot of different Japanese places, and I can tell you right now, like, even like you go to like McDonald's or Taco Bell or KFC here in America, and it's like you feel dirty after you ate it. You ate there. You're like, God, I shouldn't have eaten that fried chicken. Or man, that burger was disgusting. But even the fast food in Japan tends to be of a higher quality than what we get here in America, because the Japanese take food very seriously. So basically, we went to this place in Tokyo. If you asked me where it was, I could not fucking tell you because I don't speak Japanese, and even though there's a lot of the signs are dual language like Japanese and English, it still is kind of a beast for me to figure out where the hell I was going. But one of the kids that I shared a dorm with, he basically was our guide. So we went to his uncle's restaurant. It was like this little shack about, I'd say it's about a third of the size of my man cave. It's very small. Very, very small. Very, very compact. You could maybe fit 12, 13 people, and you'd be like packed in like sardines at the counter. And maybe 4 or 5 people, maybe like 4 people in a booth, because there was like one booth and then a counter, like a long ass counter and then a booth in the back. But this guy and his wife would take turns being like the head chef of the place. So like Monday through like Thursday, Monday through Wednesday, Monday through Thursday, it'd be him, and then like Thursday to Sunday, it'd be her. And they'd switch on. Well, that Monday, this was Wednesday when we went there, but that Monday, they managed to go to like one of the major fish markets in Tokyo and get their hands on tuna fish head, a huge tuna fish head. Like, you know, first of all, you need to understand something. When I say tuna, I don't mean that shit that you get out of a can. I mean like a bluefin tuna. Like, this head was like, it was huge. It was like this big. It was huge. It was this big. This big. I mean, the head was gigantic. It was the size of maybe a 3 or 4 year old. That's how big the head was. They took the head and they used it. They took the collar and they cooked that down. They took the cheeks and they cooked that down. It was just, I had a little bit of the cheek that was left that day, and oh, it was so good. But that's not the part of this story. The guy had something special that he wanted to give his nephew because he had done something and gotten a really good grade on a exam or some shit like that. I can't. But anyway, so he did something special for his nephew, and we got to partake of it. Basically, this guy took a tuna fish eyeball, okay? He took a tuna fish eyeball, he cooked it in an oven, a low oven, like 200 degrees, for like 8 hours. like overnight, just ugh. And the eyeball like turned into jelly. Like it was already kind of gelatinous, but it turned into jelly. Basically, this eyeball, when I looked at it, it did not look like an eyeball anymore. It looked like a big glob of jelly. He took some rice crackers and we spread it on the rice crackers and we ate it like pate. And I must say, this eyeball tasted like beef marrow. It tasted like the essence of beef. Like you would never think this eyeball came from a fish. You would think this is meat jelly. This is beef jelly. And it was really, really, really good. Really, really, oh, it was so delicious. Oh, it was just friggin', And, you know, like, I'm an adventurous eater. I'll try anything once. But I was like, God damn, this eyeball was good. And, you know, when we left, I asked the guy, I was like, man, Jesus, I mean, how much would that normally cost? He was like, well, normally, US, that would be like a $80, $90 meal. If we were at a higher end place, it would be $150, $200. But because my uncle serves, like, people who are coming in from, like fishermen who are coming in from work or going to work, that's basically, he can charge it a little bit less. And it was just, oh God, Jesus, that eyeball was delicious. The tuna cheeks were good. The tuna collarbone, I didn't get to have any of that, but the tuna cheek was good. This guy's menu was off the chain. Until you realize that he only served a third of what was on the menu at any given time of the year. So, like, it was getting to the point where he was going to start serving, like, a lot of curries and... Well, no, he was switching over from curries and stews to more fresh fare because it was... Oh, God, it was around January, February when this happened, which in Japan means it was, like, more near spring or summer versus fall or winter here, so it was pretty nice though. It was pretty fucking nice. That being said, it was one of the best things I've ever had, and I would have it again. Thank you for listening to me tell this story on the first episode of What the Fuck Japan. And thank you for listening to me wax eloquent about a fish eyeball that had been cooked low for a long period of time and turned into jelly that we spread on rice crackers and ate like an hors d'oeuvre. It was very delicious, and if you ever get a chance to go to Japan and someone serves you a tuna fish eyeball that's been cooked low and slow for like 6, 7, 8 hours, eat it! You're in for a treat. Don't be afraid to leave comments, share, subscribe, everything like that. Have a good day.